Innovative content, global audience.
Blastocyst and embryo is a very beautiful thing. But the thing is, how well is your baby developing and growing in that womb? This is the reason for this topic today, antenatal care. And this is our health, where we talk about your health, my health, and our health. Like the saying that health is wealth. Welcome to the show. I am Princess KESSY, and good afternoon to you. And so today I decided to pick on this topic, antenatal care. Of course, children are gifts and blessings from the Most High God. But you as a human being, after receiving the gift, how well are you taking care of this gift? You know, from the conception to labor to your baby that is constantly growing and developing, your baby moves through different stages, starting from the blastocyst, then maturing into the embryo, and then the fetus, and around 5 marks. And during this time, what you should do, what you should not do, what you should eat, what you should not eat, the things where you should go and you should not go. Like I said, the development and the process of a child growing in the womb is a very beautiful thing. And of course, today on the show, I am not alone. I'm going to be joined by a nurse, a professional, that we'll be discussing on the process, antenatal care. We live in a society, especially talking about a society where the healthcare here is something that a lot of people presume or see that is not working very well. How are you taking care of yourself during pregnancy? Of course, you know, if you don't take care of yourself during pregnancy, it could lead to dangers, endangering your life and that of the child, especially the child. Now, a child that is well taken care of, a pregnancy that is well taken care of, will actually that child will turn out to be a very strong and vibrant and brilliant child. And so because of this, today we'll have with us on the show Nostella. She will come and tell us during this process. We know in our Africa world today, you can barely walk on the street without seeing women that are pregnant. And now when we talk about antenatal care, one will ask, what is antenatal care? Now, antenatal care is the support you get, the health care support you get during the time of your pregnancy, to make sure that you and that unborn child is well, safe, and sound. Now, a lot of people tend to skip this period. A lot of people just say, okay, I'm not 5 months gone, I'm not 3 months gone. At what time should I go for antenatal? Now, these are some of the questions we'll be asking our professional today. Now, when you're pregnant, there are rules to follow, because you don't live for yourself anymore. You are now two. You live for just two or more. People have triplets, quadruplet, twin, and so it's basically sometimes not just you, but you and other people living inside of you, of course. So antenatal care is the period that presents the opportunity for reaching out to doctors, to nurses, with intervention for vital health, vital, the things you should take. And that is why they give them vitamins for the well-being of their infant. At that point in time is when you're supposed to nurture the child very well. So the child does not necessarily start growing when it's born. The child starts growing from the inside, and not just growing in size. It's not about the size, but the well-being of that child. And of course, we know that antenatal have different types of antenatal you go for. We have the antenatal clinic care, midwife care, and shared antenatal. They are into group, but whichever way you are supposed to go about it, the important thing is that you are supposed to go for antenatal. And of course, it's a promotion of health and well-being via, and sometimes antenatal care is not necessarily about the medications, the vitamins which you take for the well-being of you and your child, but sometimes it's the well-being via education, support for nutrition, circulation. Of course, they tell you things to avoid: abuse of some substance, abuse of some food, abuse of some drinks, or anything, alcohol or smoking, anything that can actually endanger your life and that of your child. And of course, a lot of people also will want to ask, what are we supposed to do even at home? Because when we talk about antenatal care, people just are limited to the hospitals, where you have doctors, the professionals, the healthcare provider to take care of you. But it's beyond that. If you study or you ask your professionals, you get to find out that antenatal care is something also you go to the hospital for. Then there are some things you're supposed to do individually at home on your own for your well-being and that of your child. Of course, like I did mention earlier, that I will not be alone. I'm not a professional when it comes to the health sector. So, and that is why I have a professional with me on the head today. And sometimes, if you don't follow through these right steps during your antenatal care process, it could lead to dangerous complications. These are some of the questions also we're going to be throwing to our professional today, where if you don't follow the right process, it could cause infections to the child, could cause a whole lot of depression, even BP, a lot of issues. So there is a need for doctors, for nurses, for professionals to monitor every pregnant woman during this time, during this period. Of course, like I said, we live in a society where you walk on the street, you could barely not see a pregnant woman, a pregnant lady, a pregnant girl. We live in a society where a lot of people get pregnant on daily basis. But another thing is, how well are you taking care of that infant in your womb? How well are you nurturing this baby? What are you eating? Are you even eating right? Are you doing exercise? What are you doing, minor or tedious exercise that will even endanger the baby at last? Now, these are some of the things we'll find out. So I'll quickly go on a break, and when we return, I'm going to come back with our professional, a nurse, of course, that is going to tell us all there is to know about antenatal care. Now, don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Our health will be right back after this break.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Okay, it's so exciting. The game's been dark, but I'm igniting. Positive flow. Messages of the Lord, content to your children. Oh no.
Chap Money Send free ticket giveaway. To attend the Nigerian Week London event, simply download TapTap app on Google Play Store, register using SRTV promo code, and send a minimum of £1 to any Nigerian bank account. Send your transaction screenshot to +44 7459 513 619 or email it to event@superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Break, and this is our health, and of course, like I did promise. Hello. There's so much noise coming from your end, please. Yes, like I did promise that I was going to come back with a professional, a nurse. She's here with us via call. Nurse Adumobi Stella Nkorika. She is RN, ROM, and BNSC. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon. This is our health.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome to the show today, ma'am. This is our health, where we'll discuss our health, everything that has to do with our health.
Okay. Thank you, my viewers.
Yeah, so quickly now, Nurse Stella, I want you to tell us, what is antenatal care?
Okay. Thank you, comfortable to be observed.
You're welcome
She
to the
has
show.
introduced me. I'm a nurse, a midwife, a registered nurse, midwife, and nursing. I'm here to talk about antenatal care. Antenatal care is the care given to a pregnant woman until she delivers.
Okay.
And we still have postpartum. And we still have postpartum care, which is the care given after delivery.
Okay.
So we inculcate both the husband and the wife in antenatal care. For the husband to know the stress the wife is passing through.
Wow. Okay.
To be aware to assist her so she can cope with this.
Okay. Now.
Antenatal visit.
Okay.
An antenatal visit is very good during the first trimester. The first trimester is the first 12 weeks of your pregnancy.
Okay.
So you'll be taken care of. There are tests the doctor will recommend for you to do, and you'll be taken care of, especially the women that are not giving birth for the first time, which are called premigravida. They are the women that don't know anything about pregnancy, the
okay.
of pregnancy, and what they should expect and what they should not expect during pregnancy. So all these things need to be taught. Personal hygiene, preparedness, care of the breast during pregnancy,
okay.
how they will prepare themselves and how they can take care of the baby even after delivery.
Now, nurse, you didn't mention that it's during the first, you're supposed to start your antenatal care during the first 12 weeks. Did I get you right?
Yes, during the first 12 weeks.
That means the moment you find out that you're pregnant, you go for antenatal immediately.
Sure. Once you are pregnant, for the first 12 weeks, it's good to register for antenatal care. They will take your history, both your family history, your medical history, your obstetric history, and all histories, and tests will be run. So it's not good for you to go over the counter to the chemist when you're pregnant to go and get the drugs. It's good to register in the hospital where they will get your history. When you are sick, you go to the hospital and complain. Not for you to go to the chemist and get a drug and you feel relief. They don't have your history. So the hospital have your history. Even if it is not the day of their appointment, it's still good you go and report what is really troubling you, what is really the problem you are undergoing. So it's
because we know that a lot of people here, we live in a world where they feel like antenatal care is supposed to start like maybe after the pregnancy is all grown, or maybe something. And don't forget also, Nostella, that I've seen a lady before that she said her first pregnancy, she went to the hospital, she monitored the process with the doctors and the nurses, and then the second one, she decided to just self-medicate herself, the same medication that were given to her during the first pregnancy. She decided to be going to the chemist to get this medication just to keep herself until the delivering time. Now, how dangerous is this?
It's very, very dangerous because the history they have in the first pregnancy is not the same history in the second pregnancy. Because the first pregnancy, what she saw is different from what the medication. It depends on what she presented with. Firstly, if she presented, for instance, maybe she presented she's having an asthmatic attack.
Okay.
Or she's asthmatic. Then she's been monitored during that first pregnancy with that. She will still have that thing in her mind. During her second pregnancy, she will still have those medication, of which she's self-medicating herself, which is not proper. She ought to go to the hospital. They know the history of the first pregnancy. That's why they give her that medication. And the history of the second pregnancy is just as if when you are giving birth, the first pregnancy may not come with serious symptoms, and the second pregnancy changes. The way the first pregnancy shows is not the same as the second pregnancy.
Okay.
So it's good she goes to the hospital. Self-medicating is very, very dangerous.
Now, okay, during this period of antenatal care, now what are some of the things these patients are supposed, or these pregnant women are supposed to do and not do? Talking about the right vitamins and the things they should take or things they should not take.
Yeah. During the antenatal care, they will choose their personal hygiene.
Okay.
Because during pregnancy, the personal hygiene should improve. because there's what we call the discharge during pregnancy. This discharge will increase during pregnancy, discharge in the private part. So they need to take their personal hygiene need to be good, their nutrition need to be good. Nothing is being they are not being advised not to take any particular food.
Okay.
It's just how the baby presents. Some baby will present with different signs and symptoms. Some baby will come with what they call pica. Pica is strange craving for food. What the woman will cook in the house will not be what the baby really needs. The baby will need something else the neighbor is cooking.
So that thing that happens to pregnant women has to do with the child or just the women themselves? Because I've seen a lady, my neighbor, that she woke everybody up around 2 a.m. that she wants to drink beer. So is the child now that wants to drink the alcohol? I don't get it, nurse.
It's the child
wow.
That she'll be having those cravings. It's not actually her. It's the baby that is pushing her
okay.
to have those cravings. Yes, it's not her. Because some of them will say, I want to eat soya. Some people bring the soya, they say, no, I don't like the soya. I like the other soya that they're selling in Wuste. You have to go and get the one from Wuste. And if you even still bring it, she will take one or two. She will tell you she's okay. It's what the baby really needs at that particular point in time. And nutrition is very, very important.
Okay.
Pregnancy. It will help keep the baby healthy. It will keep the mother healthy. And we know there's another thing called birth preparedness. This birth preparedness are those things the woman needs to get before her delivery. So if she doesn't have the money to be buying it in bulk, and she's pregnant from the first trimester, which is the first 12 weeks, she can be getting this thing little by little. Before 9 months, she has gathered everything.
Okay.
The care of the breast, she'll be taking care, she'll be taught.
I was going to ask you of care of the breast. I've never heard about that before. Apart from we as single girls, they tell you then when we go for checkup that do your breast examinations for cancer check and all that. What is breast check on during pregnancy?
During pregnancy, you do breast examination because there is nothing on the nipples, the nipple of the woman.
Okay.
Some have inverted nipple. Inverted nipple, the nipple will go inside instead for the nipple to be protruding outside.
Okay.
So during that period, the husband has to suck it. During pregnancy,
wow.
the husband has to suck it for the nipple to
okay.
come out. Or alternatively, they have wood shears they will use to draw out the mouth of the nipple. So these are the care that she needs to do. They need to examine that breast to know during pregnancy, during antenatal care, if she has inverted or retracted nipple. So during antenatal care, those things will be taken care of.
Now, talking about the husband now playing a role in all this, is sex even dangerous during this antenatal care? Is that advisable to avoid sex or to continue with sex during this period?
They have to continue. Sex has to be continued because
okay.
their position,
and that will not endanger the infant, the baby inside. Okay.
It's just the position that will change. Even the lying position.
Okay.
The lying position, she has to lie by herself, either left lateral or right lateral. So she cannot lie with her back on the dorsal position with her back on the bed. She can't lie facing up. So those are those positions she needs to know. The position she will assume during pregnancy, how she lies, and how she has intercourse with the husband.
Okay, now when we talk about antenatal care, what are some of the exercises these pregnant women must engage in during this period for the well-being of themselves and of course the babies in the womb?
Okay, during antenatal care, some of them can dance.
Okay.
That's why during antenatal care, the midwife will sing songs that they will dance.
Okay.
So
at what stage? Is it every stage of the pregnancy or at a particular stage of the pregnancy?
It depends on the individual. So
okay.
During pregnancy, from the first stage of pregnancy to the last stage of pregnancy, they have trouble during that period.
Okay.
Some women don't really need much exercise. They just need mild exercise, like exercise in washing the plate, maybe sweeping or involving sweeping or dancing. Just a mild exercise is okay for them. But those ones with no health condition, they can go and walk. You can trek. Like trekking is one of the exercise. Playing of music is one of the exercise. Meditating is one of the exercise because it's taking you something from the body.
Okay.
So there are other exercises. Some of them can still go to swimming.
Okay.
Swimming too is another part of exercise.
Now, talking about health issues during pregnancy, why is BP, high blood pressure, familiar with pregnant women? What causes this?
This pregnancy, they call it pregnancy-induced hypertension.
Okay.
Is that pregnancy that comes with the hypertension, of which she will be advised on the food she has to eat. If she's taking those food and exercise and having enough rest, I think the BP will not be having problem, and she will be reduced. The way she take the salt intake too should be reduced. She will be taught on health education will be given on those particular topics.
Okay.
Because it's that pregnancy that brought the hypertension.
Okay.
She doesn't have it before. But some people have the hypertension prior to the pregnancy.
Okay. But when in a case where the pregnancy comes with the BP, is there tendency that after childbirth also the thing will just go away, or the thing will have to still continue?
Some after childbirth, 2 weeks after childbirth, 8 weeks after childbirth, to 8 weeks after childbirth.
Okay. So now what?
But some of them will take to 3 to 6. Some will take 3 to 6 months. The BP will go away.
All right. Now, what are some of?
It's a pregnancy that brought it.
Okay. What are some of the fruits that are even very good for pregnant women?
All the fruits are good. It just depends on the individual.
Okay.
He or she cannot tolerate. Yes. He or she cannot tolerate.
Okay.
Yes, because some people, when they're having this ulcer or pediatric pain,
okay,
some of them will tell you they cannot tolerate pineapple.
Okay.
Some of them will tell you they can tolerate orange, but not much. But if they take it much, they'll be having this pediatric pain, which is obvious during pregnancy.
All right, I see. Okay, I see some pregnant women sometimes just gulping milk, a lot of milk, that they said the milk is good for the baby. The baby will grow very strong and healthy and sound and brilliant. Now, how true or correct is this?
It's good to take milk, but there is nothing to prove that it's only milk that will do. If you take good, that is why nutrition is very, very, very important.
Okay.
Nutrition is very, very important. If you take adequate nutrition, both fruits, vegetables, vitamins, oil, they are very, very important. If you take it, you see you have a very clean baby.
Okay.
There will not be any venous all over the baby. You will see the baby will be clean. You will see your baby healthy, you too healthy.
Now, what are some of the things that our pregnant women should expect during this period? What are some of the experiences, the changes they should expect during this antenatal care period?
Okay, during antenatal care, some of them will come to antenatal care, they will complain that, one, the lying position, they will tell you, midwife or nurse, this position, I'm not really comfortable with it. You just have to encourage them. You advise them, that reassure them that it's just because of the pregnancy.
Okay.
If the left is not comfortable, you use right, then you have to use your pillow to support it to keep yourself comfortable. And again, some of them will still come to complain of other health issues. That's why I said earlier that if they come to complain of health issue, it's not good you wait at home because it's not yet your appointment date. Before your appointment date, you can still come to the hospital. If you are not feeling well, you can come to the hospital to report either to the midwife or to the medical doctor that this is what is really wrong with you. You are not feeling fine. So you will be attended to. And again, the woman should rest. Rest is very, very important.
And then what's okay? Well, that means you need to rest, eat well, sleep well, exercise, rest
Yes,
at some point.
Yes, very, very important.
Now, what are some of the complications that come with this antenatal care or the pregnancy?
Yeah, there are some complications that come. You see eclampsia. Eclampsia is a seizure during pregnancy.
Okay.
Because one, the woman must not be she did not attend antenatal care.
Okay.
Most of them did not attend antenatal care that's went through for them to be followed up to delivery.
Okay.
Three, some of them do come with antepartum hemorrhage.
Okay.
Antepartum hemorrhage, that is bleeding during pregnancy.
Okay.
If you observe that and you notice that, you report to the hospital. Some of them during the first trimester, during the first trimester, you will see them, they come with threatening abortion. But if you don't return to the hospital to complain, how will the doctor know this is your problem? If you come to complain, they will send you for some tests or scan. The scan will still show, or they will conduct a scan to show the position that your baby is and what is really happening. Then you will be advised, okay, madam, you don't have to do anything by this period. You don't have to exercise. You have to stay on bed. Your husband will serve you breakfast of bed in the morning. So for this pregnancy, you will not lift up any heavy object.
Okay.
So for the pregnancy to be able to stay, and you still have intrapartum hemorrhage. So before they will still deliver, they will still have this bleeding. So it's very, very important. So they have preeclampsia.
Okay.
This preeclampsia is a high blood pressure during pregnancy.
Okay.
So this high blood pressure, if you are not being monitored, because if you are coming to antenatal care, they will be checking your high blood pressure. They will be checking it to see how is it? Is it going up or is it going down? Are we monitoring it? They will monitor it. They will tell you it's okay. This blood pressure is okay. With this, madam, we will advise you to do this. Madam, we will advise you when it is time for you to deliver. Maybe you will deliver through cesarean section because of the BP is very high. Or before delivery, we will advise you to come maybe 2 days to 3 days before delivery for us to really monitor you to see if you can deliver on your own or you cannot deliver on your own. So for you to keep on following up with you until you deliver and to see if there's other health conditions that may arise. Because if it's not being taken care of, you will see some of them having preterm pregnancy. They will be having preterm delivery. Preterm, that's giving birth to prematures because it's not yet time. Because why? They didn't attend antenatal care. Some to do, but because they didn't follow up the antenatal visit as when due. When they notice a complaint, they have to report to the hospital. So for the medical doctor or for the midwife to really know what to do at any particular point in time. And the advice to give them.
All right. Now, Nurse, you said so much. This is quite enlightening. Even me, I didn't know most of these things you're just saying now. Probably I've been pregnant before, or to say I'm giving maybe someday, hopefully, and then we can now come to you proper on a professional level. But for the viewers now, how do you calculate your EDD? Because this is part of the antenatal care, right?
Yes.
Tell us.
We calculate the EDD. We add plus 9 in the months.
Okay.
Minus 7.
Wow, so we're bringing mathematics into this.
Plus 9. The month is 9.
Okay.
The month, you add 9 because 9 months of delivery.
Okay.
You carry the baby. To the date you miss your menses.
Okay.
You have month, you have day, you have month. In that day, add plus 7. In that month, add plus 9. So you will get your expected day of delivery.
Wow. Wow. And now, yes, Nurse, when we talk about this period now, this antenatal period, this care, now, why is it that I know this is a topic I am going to. Hello, are you there? There's so much noise from that end. Okay, when we talk about these days, you see a lot of young people, right? A lot of young people do not tend to participate in this antenatal care. They tell you, like I said before, I've seen people eating boiled egg, eating what's it called, pear, avocado pear. They tell you, I browsed. Nurse, there's so much noise from your end and it's affecting us here. Yes, you see a lot of people now eating a lot of things that there is no need going to the hospital. I will just be giving vitamins, folic acid and all that, and then they tell you that they eat a lot of fruit because they've seen this on Google, and Google has they checked and they now follow this process until the delivery time. How do you think the Google internet what can you say about this? I feel like with people using internet to do antenatal care, using Google to check these things they are supposed to meet professionals for, is becoming unbecoming in the society. Do you think this has a negative impact on pregnant women?
Yes, it has a negative impact because most times the things are following up on Google. They don't know if it's really prove that what the person said is it has a standard.
Okay.
Like a standard, what I say, a standard approved by CDC.
Okay.
So most times it's good you meet a medical professional because he or she will teach you. But some of them they will say they are still meeting medical doctor online. They can't before you meet a medical doctor online that you will be communicating to during pregnancy, you have to pay. So why don't you go and see a medical doctor at the hospital?
Okay, now nurse, well you yes.
Most of them, even by giving care, they will tell you they will browse it. So when a nurse, a professional is attending to you, he or she must eat. She knows her own news. That's why she's telling you whatsoever she's telling you. But if you like to Google it, you can Google it. You will still see it inside your Google. Google will still tell you that what that person said is true.
Okay, now nurse, when we talk about, you earlier did made mention of some of the complications that may arise during this period. Now, could this can any of this now lead to miscarriage if not well properly handled?
Definitely. Like threatening abortion can lead to miscarriage. Threatening abortion can lead to miscarriage.
What is threatening abortion?
Threatening abortion is when the woman is pregnant, then she's seeing blood coming out from the private part.
Okay.
Then the scan will show that it is threatened. Maybe the internal ox, which is where the baby is in, or the cervix, where the baby is coming out from, is open a little bit. If it is not open, they will tell her, please just wait. We just saw a streak of blood. You need to rest. The hole is not open yet.
Okay, now nurse.
When we have inevitable, there's nothing you can do. That pregnancy will go out because the ox is open.
Okay.
When the ox is not open. But even inevitable, if the ox is open, there's nothing they can do. The pregnancy must go out.
Now, what of a situation where during the pregnancy the person start bleeding and maybe later the doctors were able to put it under control? What are the tendencies that that child or baby will be healthy or will still be okay?
Most times the baby is healthy.
Okay.
In 90% or more than 99% of the cases, the baby is healthy.
Okay.
Because the bleeding has been taken care of, or they have found out the cause of the bleeding.
On time.
Maybe the baby, yes.
Okay.
On time. They found it out on time. And they advise her on what to do, and she adhered to the instructions being given to her. So she will carry it to them.
Okay, and now we're also aware that as a child, when a child is growing in the womb, there are some medications that the mother is supposed to avoid, some antibiotics, some other strong medication not to affect the child and all that. Now, what are some of these medications? Because sometimes you see pregnant women, they tell you, oh, my first pregnancy, I took it and nothing happened and all that. And we know also that, especially when they are maybe have malaria, they have typhoid during this period, how are they supposed to care for themselves, knowing fully well that they are not supposed to take strong medication at that period?
That's why it's good. That's why it's very, very important they go back to the hospital.
Okay.
It's not to self-medicate themselves, because some medications are contraindicated during pregnancy.
Okay.
But some are not. So it's not good to take some antibiotic or anti-malaria like that. You have to go and see a medical practitioner. And who will know the best medication, a medical doctor, the best medication to give you at any particular point in time. It's not good to self-medicate.
Now, what are some of these dangers of antibiotics during pregnancy? What are some of the dangers of antibiotics during pregnancy?
Antibiotics during pregnancy can be dangerous. Some will come with some malformation in the baby.
Wow,
so
that's serious.
To take antibiotics, yes, it will come with some malformation. So it's not good to take antibiotics like that during pregnancy. It's strongly advised not to take any antibiotic like that. That's why going to the hospital is very, very important. Go to the hospital because the medical doctor or the midwife knows the particular antibiotic he or she will give you at any particular point in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now when we talk about this pregnancy period now, what are some of the do's and don'ts? I want you to tell us now in a very plain language. Pregnant women are not supposed to do this, they are supposed to do this.
Yeah, there are things that are like the pregnant woman cannot be running. Like for instance, like exercise, you can do exercise. You have mild exercise and severe exercise. You can't do severe exercise, but you can do mild exercise. And a pregnant woman again can. The pregnant woman, the position of the way she sleeps.
Okay.
Yes. If she's sleeping, because the way she sleeps, it will still affect the way the baby will present. Because the presentation of the baby too is another thing. Because if she lie with her back or the dorsal position, that baby will never be engaged.
Okay.
Into the pelvic brain. So she will still be taught on the position, how she will lie, the position, what she need to, the exercise she need to do, and her clothing too. But again, individual variation.
Okay.
Some will tell you that I wear anything I want to wear during pregnancy, but their clothing should not be tight. It should be free.
Okay.
Clothing should be free because they are feeling hot. It should be airy and it should be cotton clothes.
Okay.
To help them at least absorb the heat because they are sweating.
Okay.
Yes, if the weather is hot on you, it will be twice hot on them because they have a footage in vitro.
Okay.
Then again, they should eat and sleep. There is no much thing again we tell them not to do. The only thing is that the position of them having sex, which I've said that earlier, will still be advised, or not that they will be restricted from having sex. No, they will still be having sex with their husband. Not that sex will be restricted. No. Sex will still be enjoyed, but it's the position of the sex that will be changed.
Now, how many days a week are these people supposed to go for antenatal care?
A week.
Yes.
Some hospitals give them 2 weeks.
Okay.
Some give them 1 month, depending on the stage of the pregnancy and depending on the
individual. Okay.
So they would like to be following it, but as the day is getting closer, they will be attending antenatal care once in a week. As their EKG is approaching, they want to be seeing them because that is when most conditions, the BP will you will see the BP shoot up during that.
Yes.
36, 38 weeks, you see the BP shoot up like that. You will see the person. That's why during the time of delivery, they give the time 1 week visitation. As from 32, 34 weeks, they'll be giving them 2 weeks.
All right, we really need to let you go because there's so much noise. But before then, nurse, just one more last question before I let you leave the show. Now, there's something that I've seen with the pregnant woman before. You talked about not taking antibiotics, strong medications during this time. But then I've seen a former neighbor of ours, the wife, that she started doing something as if she was going mad, and they called it a particular fever that is associated with pregnancy. What is this about?
Again, mental health, your health situation or your health condition prior to the conception is still important.
Okay.
Your health condition after delivery, that is why after delivery, because of the stress most pregnant women go through in caring of the baby, that's why I said antenatal care is both for the man and the woman. It's not only the man,
okay.
The woman alone. The man should be incorporated into it because the man will see what the wife is going through. In the night, for the woman, if it's her first delivery, she will get up in the night to breastfeed the baby. For her to sleep the next 1 hour, the baby will be crying, She will still get up. So if the husband is there, the husband can help to carry the baby and assist the woman to carry the baby. So the woman can sleep a little, then she comes back again to do. But if not, some of them come with postpartum blue. Postpartum blue is a form of mental illness.
Okay.
Because of the stress.
Wow.
Because of the stress that they went through, they are going through.
So that has nothing to do with the conception, the pregnancy. It's something that has been there. So it's not developing into something else.
Yes, it's the stress. It's just the stress.
Okay.
Stress. But if the woman has this condition in the previous pregnancy, so the husband should be aware that in this second pregnancy, you need to get somebody, if he's not around, you need to get somebody that will help this woman to care for this baby.
Wow. Okay, we'll have to let you go at this point. You've said so much. We appreciate your time, Nostella. There's a whole lot to know about pregnancy. It's not just being pregnant, but doing the right thing during the pregnancy. That's what I've come to realize from all what you've just said. A lot of people tend to take this thing for granted, feeling like I've been pregnant. Do you know how many times, how many children I have? I'm used to these things. But from what you said, I feel that there's a need for us to keep going for checkup, seeing experts as well. Viewers, have been on call with Nurse Adumobi Stella Unko Rika. She's RON, ROM, and BNSC. Thank you so much. She's a midwife. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on the show with us this afternoon. We appreciate your time, ma'am. Hopefully we're going to have you on the show again on I want to even know why the increasing rate of CS in the society. Even ladies that are so strong, they tell you, no, I don't want. I know a friend of mine that said she opted, she told the doctors, I am not willing to push, I'm not interested, I have the money, I want CS, and she did got CS. So we'll talk about this maybe next time on the show. Thank you so very much, Nostella. Have a nice afternoon.
And you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
For your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Wow, I could go on and on and on without even stopping because but because of time I had to stop. There's a whole lot of things to know about pregnancy. Now it's not just being pregnant, like I said, it's about doing the right thing during the pregnancy. And I've been on call with Nurse Adumobi Stella Unkorika. She's RON, ROM, and BNSC. She's a midwife. I don't know what I mean, but I know she's a certified nurse and a midwife. She has been in that profession for over 3 decades. Of course, she knows that onions when it comes to anything that has to do with antenatal care, midwife, childbearing, and all that. Of course, next time we're going to know the rates, the high rates of CS, cesarean section in the society. But before then, before I leave you on the show this afternoon, please, when you're pregnant out there, do what is right. It's not about getting pregnant, like I said. It's following the right process during the pregnancy, doing the right thing, knowing what to do, the right exercise, the right sleeping position, like she said, having enough rest, eat well, the nutrition, not just eating. But they said that pregnant women, they used to crave for a lot of things. What of at that point they crave to just, come and drink garri with salt and all that. Like I said, pregnant women do dangerous things. A neighbor of ours just woke the husband. She was screaming, she was shouting. We thought something was happening. She was in labor. We came out like she wants to drink Gouda of all beers in the world. So we were surprised, and at that point, everybody started running out of the house, going looking for bar, going to clubs to go and get her that beer. Funny enough, she just drank little of it and like she's fine, she's going to bed. So these are some of the things that come with this whole pregnancy thing. Like I said, the process of the child developing, growing in the womb is a very beautiful thing. I can't wait to experience it. But are you taking care of yourself? Now, before I leave the show, don't forget everything that our professional did say, that you have to take care of your health even before the pregnancy. Now, if you know, for instance, if I know, okay, I'm targeting getting pregnant by the end of next month or end of this year, I should know that my well-being, my mental health will be in place. I won't stress myself so as not to run into unnecessary health issues, infections here and there. Now, take care of your health. See a doctor. Forget the roadside chemist. Okay, this is my third pregnancy. I'm used to the vitamins. I'm used to the medications. I'm used to the fruits. I'm used to the exercise. No need of seeing a doctor. Anything can just arise during the course of that pregnancy. So antenatal care is very, very important. See your healthcare provider. Any need to complain, and husbands, be there for your wives as well. This is a process that a woman should not go through alone. In fact, they need their husbands. Like the woman did say, at some point you have to do something to their nipples and for all that to come out. You married people, you know better, but please do the right thing at the right time and make sure you see your healthcare providers while you're pregnant. Don't do things you shouldn't do, and do exercise at home as well. Rest. Now I'll leave you here on the show today. Of course, you know that this is our health, where we'll talk about your health, my health, and our health, because health is wealth. If you say health is expensive, then try illness and you just get to know the difference. I'll see you again next week with another interesting topic. I remain yours truly, Princess KESSY, and don't forget our Nigerian Week London that is fast approaching. It's just around the corner. Get yourself a ticket. Go to everbright.com and book your tickets, and you stand to be part of that show. A lot of celebrities, superstars already partnering with us, even federal government agencies. So individuals as well, bring your business, showcase yourself and your business, your brand to the world. Is going to be fun over there in London. And before we go as well, don't forget to hit on the notification bell, invite somebody to the page, tell another about the page, leave us with your comments. Of course, we would love to hear from you as well. While you're out there hustling for fare and all that, stay safe, be at the last. I remain yours truly, Princess Kessie. I'll see you again next week on Our Health. Bye for now.
Oh,